This is Doombox. Wait, why is my cape flipping out? Do you guys see that? What? Is my guy, like, farting or something? Anyways, this is Doombox, and I am playing Guild Wars Factions. I am in Vizuna Square, deep in the bowels of Kaineng City, our first mission on mainland Cantha, and honestly, one of my favorite missions in all of Guild Wars. Let's do it. You may be thinking, why is Vizuna Square your favorite mission? It's just a boring, random mission where you kill stuff in the middle of Kaineng City. Let me tell you why. So, for those of you unaware, there are two outposts for this mission. There's the local quarter, and then somewhere up here there's the foreign quarter. Local quarter is for characters that were created in factions, like our guy, Boy6 over here. And then the foreign quarter is for characters created in other campaigns, so Prophecies or Nightfall. And while I'm doing the mission, I have a chance of encountering another party of players from another campaign. There's something cool that happens that I won't spoil it, but you end up combining parties and have just a massive 16-man group slaughtering Afflicted in the city. It's such a fun mission. So let's just do it. So we legitimately do have a chance of meeting up with another party. It's pretty unlikely because dead game. Otherwise, we'll just meet up with Henchman, which is fine. Here we are, Vizuna Square. You know what? I'm actually super used to doing the foreign quarter. I haven't done the local side in quite a while. I wonder if anyone is on the other side. Yo! No one hears you. Oh, man! Okay, I am by myself, which is to be expected, but a little bit sad because it's kind of cool to meet up with another player in here, but whatever. We'll still have the Henchman. I know you hired me because you can't get enough of me. Actually? Yeah. Is the gate gonna open? Hello? Is something gonna happen here? Dude, what's going on? Okay, there we go. So we're here in Vizuna Square, and we're about to get absolutely blasted by Afflicted. They're all gonna pop out of these holes over here. We have to defend the city like our lives depend on it, because kinda they do. And also, Togo's life depends on it, because if he dies, game over. Same with Menlo. If you remember in the Zendaijun cutscene, Togo was like, yo, I hit up my boy Menlo on the phone and called him over here to help us. He's gonna meet up with us here in a second, but we just have to hold off until he shows up here. This part can actually get pretty overwhelming, because as you can see, there are a bunch of spawn points for the Afflicted, and they just keep on coming. They keep coming and coming. And I'm still level 13 here, so gotta be careful. But I did fine in the last quest, so I'm really not that nervous. You know what they always say, level is just a number. Oh, I see green dots on the horizon. You'll notice I also have a signet of capture on my bar. There are 4 bosses we're going to encounter throughout the course of this mission, and it's random as to what profession they are, so it's pretty much RNG whether I'm going to encounter the Ritualist boss or not. If I do encounter the Ritualist, he'll have Weapon of Quickening, which is like an okay elite. It's decent. It's like a budget soul twisting, so it's something. But there's no guarantee that I'll even find the boss, so we'll leave it up to fate, I guess. Yo, there's our friends from across the pond. So the first time I did this mission, it was so cool because we were all absolute scrub lords with terrible builds, almost dying to the Afflicted. It looked like we were about to fail, and then out of nowhere, this other party of players shows up, comes down the stairs, and saves us. It was so cool. It was so epic. And it's still pretty epic, even though it's Henchman and 15 years later. Oh, cutscene.
Ah, Menlo. It is good of you to come.
Master Togo, I'm at your disposal.
I will make the introductions later. For now, we have a fight on our hands.
That's just such a cool moment. You see this character that you recognize from Prophecies, he comes in, meets up with us, helps us out, and they say the Avengers is the most ambitious crossover event in history. Come on, those people clearly didn't play Guild Wars Factions. You have to keep in mind, when Factions came out, the only other campaign was Prophecies, and they really put like a lot of love into making this catered to Prophecies characters too. Like, characters coming over from Tyria have their own storyline, they have their own group of allies they're with, they meet up together with factions characters. They didn't really do that in Nightfall. It was kind of just like, there you go, we're all in Alona now, whatever. But in Cantha, it's like they're actually part of the story with Menlo and everything. No, Sue! Everybody gangsta until Sue, vile henchman, gets slapped in the face by an afflicted. What is happening, Sue? I would love it if you could not do that. Oh, she's like YOLOing this group. Oh, man. Wow, I actually like lived through that. That's impressive. Oh my gosh, those monks are clutch, dude. That Ellie boss was just shredding us, and I somehow lived through it. So there are like a couple of different areas we need to hold out and defend. Oh man, Ampha ruining the day once again. Pro tip for people doing this mission, don't run too far ahead when you're going between defend locations, because Menlo and Togo will just get murked by Ampha. That's happened to me a couple of times when doing this, and it's not fun. Ampha, no doubt these scoundrels are trying to capitalize on the chaos the plague is causing. I can think of certain real-life events that kind of mirror that, but I'm not gonna get political up in here. Not to get political, but what the frick is an Ampha? That's on you, bro. Oh, he's turning afflicted. They're turning afflicted in front of our very eyes! Bruh. And Menlo and Togo are just, like, going off by themselves. Oh man, I think I'm getting the plague. I hope I don't turn afflicted. But if I do, I hope I'm an afflicted ritualist, because I've always wanted a face where my pee-pee is supposed to be. So this is the next big spot that we need to defend. Guys are going to be coming from up there, and also in here. So kind of just the same thing, new area. Menlo and Togo are just like by themselves. I don't like to see that. Oh, so many guys over there. Whoo! Menlo really likes to stand on the edge over here. And just pop some spirits right next to him. Feel like I'm doing something. Oh, I just ate that God Rod, bro. Okay. So many spirits. Love it. Look at all of them. It's like a spirit convention. No, Togo's taking some heat over here. I'm gonna flag my henchman up over here to hopefully block that from happening. So Togo's just catching Menlo up on what's going on. We found Shiro's little logo in that Zen Daijun temple. We gotta search for signs of Shiro. And we cleared that area. We're moving on to the next one. People are just dying from the plague right in front of us. Pretty terrifying. So this is the third and final area we need to fight and defend. We're gonna have enemies coming from up there, down there, and I think that's it actually. So this will be a good central spot to defend right here. Of course, making sure Togo and Menlo don't do something stupid, and Togo is already doing something stupid, chilling out down here all alone, so we'll join him. Menlo's up there. Man, why do they have to be so spread out like that? I don't like that. Making my balls shrink. Like, that's really the only danger in this mission. There's, like, basically a 0% chance of a party wipe. I've never seen that happen. It's always just Menlo or Togo die. And that's true for, like, most factions missions, actually. Togo's still alone down here, dude. Level 14. Togo and Menlo are now right next to each other, no longer spread out. That's pretty good. Dude, I can't wait to get Chio in my party. She's an SOS Rit. That's so good. I didn't get the Ritualist boss. That's kind of lame. I don't really want to rerun the mission just for, like, RNG. I'll encounter that same boss again later in Pongmei Valley. So I guess I'll just have to hold off on the Elite for now. This is the final fight. We've got a Shiro Ken Warrior. Oh, man. Shiro Ken, I wonder who he's working with. Can they make it a little more obvious? Oh, ow. Basics is just standing there. You want to, like, fight for me? Oh, man. Wait, we didn't get Masters? I don't think I've not gotten Masters on this mission, like, ever. What? Uh-oh. We all just straight up died, dude. Thankfully, the Flesh Golem is still alive. And we encounter the Envoys. These guys are supposed to take us to Heck, or wherever you go after you die in Guild Wars land. This guy's my favorite. He just has a spike impaled into his head.
We are the envoys to the next world. But it's not your time. We give back to you the
Until you have become closer to the stars, you will not be able to see Shiro.
Okay, a lot happened in that cutscene again. So we battled a bunch of Afflicted through the city and then encountered a Shiro Ken Warrior, and then suddenly a ghost of Shiro pops up and just kills all of us. The envoys show up, and the envoys in this universe, it's their job to basically just bring you to the afterlife, essentially. But they were like, yo, we'll give you your souls back if you kill Shiro for us. So we got a second chance at life, but there's a catch, and that's we need to become closer to the stars in order to even see Shiro. This is basically the Canthan version of being ascended, both lore-wise and mechanically, because it gives us access to the God Realms, just like being ascended does in Prophecies. So we're here in the Dragon's Throat. Oh. This is a challenge mission, which is kind of like an optional, just like... I've honestly done this like once in my life, and it does like nothing, and it's not worth doing, so I'm not going to do it. Instead, we're going to do the next quest, Finding the Oracle. What is this, the Matrix? But now that we have encountered Menlo, we have an entirely new set of henchmen. These are the Prophecies henchmen with the addition of Emi and Chio. Now that we have access to all of these Prophecies henchmen, I want to introduce you to the new Henchman Dream Team. We've got Eve, who isn't super great, but she has Blood Ritual, which is like a substitute for Blood is Power, which is almost an essential that you'd want in every hero comp. So it's something. Now, let me introduce you to Chio, who, oh my goodness, Chio, I'm going to go ahead and say it, Chio is the best henchman in the game. So Chio's build is legitimately amazing. She has SOS, Protective Was Kaoli, Mend Body and Soul, Soothing Memories, Vengeful Weapon. Like, this is just straight up a build that you would want to put on a hero anyways. Maybe with like 1 or 2 skill differences. Like, at this point, I'm not even upset that I have to use Henchman, because this entire comp is like, it's like, I don't know, like 65% of what you'd want in a hero comp anyways. Some of the professions are swapped around, some of the skills are a little bit different, but it's pretty close. We've got minions, we've got a battery, we've got interrupts, we've got SOS, we've got party-wide heals. This is like, we're getting there. And sadly, I was not able to capture Weapon of Quickening, but we'll have opportunities in a little bit to get more elite skills. I think the next one will be Wanderlust, which is an elite spirit in the Tanaki Temple area, which is the, that's 2 missions away. So, you know what? This is going to be big cringe, but I'm going to leave Signet of Capture on my bar, because it's either that or Spirit Rift, which, like, does basically nothing anyways. It just, like, explodes after everyone is dead. So, rather than forgetting Signet of Capture when I actually need it, which I'm gonna do, believe me, I'm just gonna leave it on my bar and, like, effectively have a wasted skill slot, which is, like, pretty lame, but whatever. Let's go ahead and do our next quest, Finding the Oracle. Gonna find out some more information about this Way No Sue to the Stars nonsense. Look at this, we're like sideways. It's like the Leaning Tower of Cantha. Now, if I wanted to be ultra sweaty, I could get Splinter Weapon and cast it on base 6 so that 100 Blades and Sun and Moon like synergize with Splinter Weapon, but honestly, I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing that. So I'm not going to. There's Nika. Get your hands off me, Pyongyang. Uh-oh, what's happening here? Now we gotta go talk to Fishmonger Bizun. Go to the marketplace. I gotta sell some grub real quick here. What a more appropriate place to do it than the marketplace. Talk to the merchant. And with that, it looks like I'm gonna have enough to afford my next piece of armor. I think I'm gonna go for the helmet. Also, ectos are at 17? What in the world, dude? When did that happen? Anyways, gotta buy 4 steel ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's cutting it really close again. And I think I'm gonna get the channeling one, because I do want to be a spirit spammer eventually. Granted, I don't fully have all the skills I'm going to need for a while, but this is kind of the end game, and SOS is a channeling skill, so I'm going to get the channeling head wrap and 1 more armor upgrade. And this is actually a sick looking helmet. You've got like this part covering your eye, and your like head is all tattooed. Looks like that guy from Star Wars, actually, with the you know, the thing jammed into the back of his head. Looking pretty sweet. Back from a break, going pee-pee, and now it's time to do the next quest. Gosh, I feel so powerful with this new head wrap. I love it. It's like I'm wearing a VR headset or something. Fishmonger Bison. I don't know how this guy randomly like knows about getting closer to the stars, but hey, if he knows what's going on, I'll take the advice. So this is a defend quest. We're just gonna chill back here and we're gonna get assaulted by some Jade Brotherhood. Hang on, will someone please tell me something? Why isn't there a Jade Sisterhood? Alright, that step is done. Next, we need to go talk to Lord Ku and Wajin Bazar. Oh man, he's all the way. I remember this being kind of an obnoxious run, if I remember correctly. Very easy to get lost here in the city. So I'm gonna loop back up here and kind of go the back way down just because it's more of a straight shot. So this this chick gives out the Tattered Bear quest, which in my guild we kind of had a joke where every time it was someone's birthday we would like pass the Tattered Bear along. Kind of a fun thing. I'm not gonna do the quest because we don't have time for that. Cross this rickety bridge. It is annoying to navigate the city, but that's part of the charm of this game. Like, Guild Wars 2, people are just gonna hop on sky scales and like fly across the entire map and not experience like the actual like depth and fun of the city here. So this guy, I love this character. He's so funny to me. So here's a debate that we had on a stream of mine a while ago. Is this thing a trumpet or a telescope? Leave a comment below of what you think this device is right here.
You must defeat the avatars of these 4 celestial bodies if you wish to become closer to the stars.
I understand.
Look at my guy's head. What is happening there?
You will waste no more of my time.
I love that guy. So we've got these 4 celestial monsters that we need to slay, and we can really do it in any order that we want. They're scattered throughout the map, as you can see, like this. And as you kill them, like cloned versions of them will spawn throughout the rest of the mission, so you kind of have to do it in an order that makes the most sense. The dragon is the most dangerous, so you want to do him close to last. I always start with the Kirin and then work my way that way. I just know this route the best. This is the way I always go when I do this mission. I don't know if it's the most optimal, it's just what I know. And we have to fight these Star Sentinel beasts, bad Tengu people. But real quick, just look at the sky here. Look at that, like, amazing celestial starry sky. This area is very, very cool looking. This is a better staff, and it also looks cooler too. Look at that thing. It's got like a hook on the end. All right, weapon upgrade. Here is our first boss, Kaiju Dan. This is a Kirin. It's a monk, and the second we kill him, mini Kirins are gonna spawn everywhere, so gotta be on the lookout for that. My spirits are shredding him. Look at that. All right, we killed him, and then here are the essence of Kirins. Like I said, mini Kirins spawn everywhere. Honestly, one thing that's kind of nice about not having heroes is I don't have to worry about like gear. I don't have to like check every single drop and be like, oh, this could be an upgrade for my monk hero or something. It's just like, whatever. I've got basics to worry about, and I've got myself to worry about, and that's it. Now, the fun thing to look out for is if I get a celestial weapon drop, that'll be pretty exciting. There's like a very low chance I'll be able to even use whatever I get, but it's always exciting to get a cool drop in the game. So remember how I mispronounced literally everything in this game as a kid? I thought it was Guild Wars Fractions, I thought Sume Village was Tsunami Village, all that stuff. I used to think that Kirins were called Kirkins. I don't know where that extra K came from in my head, but I was like, oh, let's go kill the Celestial Kirkins. And I said that for like years until someone corrected me. We are approaching our next Celestial enemy, which is the Celestial Turtle. He's a Necromancer. Turtle is dead, and now we have turtle spawns everywhere in addition to the Kurins. And every time you kill a Celestial, it leaves this big, like, sparkling corpse thing that, like, shoots stars all over the place. And I definitely went the wrong way. That little maneuver is going to cost us masters. See, there are 2 bridges that you can cross, and I crossed the wrong bridge. This is the way that I want to be going. Like, even though these henchmen aren't horrible, I can really feel the difference between having a full, like, decked out hero team. Stuff just feels a lot slower to kill, and that's okay. Like, it makes it a little more challenging, but it just goes to show how powerful heroes are in this game. We have a huge cluster of guys, and then there's the dragon. He is an elementalist with lightning surge and can do a lot of damage. So this is probably the most risky part of the mission. We're gonna put basics on guard so she doesn't Leroy Jenkins anything. I'll build my wall of spirits, and I'll aggro with painful bond. Oh boy. What are you doing, Eve? I flagged you. Oh man. No, vampiric horror, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he aggroed. We just aggroed the boss. Well, time to fight. Oh, a cockatrice staff. We killed the dragon. Now we're going to have dragon essences pop up everywhere, which can be a little overwhelming. We're going to have to be a little bit more cautious with our pulling from here on out. And there's our last celestial enemy, the Phoenix. And of course, we have a massive clump of enemies. And if we wiped here, I would cry and uninstall. So I am going to do the best I can to not completely overwhelm us with enemies. Last time we tried this, the minions just went all in. And to avoid that, I'm going to flag everyone way, way back there. I'm going to cast my spirit wall up here. And equip my bow, and just pull, you know, one at a time. Star Blade. Alright, we've got the Tengu without pulling the Celestials, so that's a good first step. Let's just, I'll keep doing that. So they're not part of the same group. That's interesting. That's just like an independent enemy without pulling the rest. Screw it, I'm pulling the Phoenix. I managed to pull the Phoenix without any of the other guys, so that worked out great. We just need to kill this guy, and we complete the mission. Ayy.
The Ministry are nothing more than an overfed bunch of paper pushers, good for little other than playing parlor tricks at a Naga cop's birthday party.
Love this guy. Have I said that already?
I'm going to make you into my soldiers. You're going to fight for me.
So Shiro is creating new soldiers out of dead people. That ain't good, but we've made it to Senji's Corner, also known as Kenji's Corner, and our boy Senji over here is a profession changer, so if I really want to change professions, I can do that. I can even go Paragon and Dervish, which is pretty hilarious. Remember in Prophecies when you finally got ascended in the desert at like the very end of the game? You had to go to all these different faraway outposts, and you had to do these quests to become a second profession. Here in Cantha, it's just like, here you go, just click this thing and you get another profession. Why did I just identify a white item? Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Just take away my Guild Wars privileges now. I am so close to level 16. Wow. Grab our next primary quest. I will go to Tanaki Temple. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here, and in the next one, we'll make the trek to Tanaki Temple, which will finally give me access to a real elite. I won't have to worry about RNG. I can just kill the boss in there and take his elite. So that's nice. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We accomplished quite a bit in this video. We did 2 missions. We almost captured an elite, but not quite. We'll do that in the next video. Feel free to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I'll leave links to both of those things in the video description, and I'll also leave links to the playlists for my Factions playthrough and also my Prophecies playthrough if you missed that. Feel free to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you haven't so you can see my next video. I'll see you guys next time. This is Doombox signing out.